So when you're in a church production team, there's always the question of, should I automate or should I have a person do the job? I want to talk about this for a second. So when you automate, it's great when you have a shortage of people on your team and you need to do a lot with a little bit. Automation is fantastic because you can set the tasks that you need it to do. You can control your lighting cues with MIDI from ProPresenter. You can control your patch changes for your guitar from Ableton, control your lyric cues from Ableton, that kind of thing. Like, it's fantastic. And it's always going to work unless something changes and now it no longer works. So the advantage of having people do the task is that whenever something breaks, you can get feedback from them. You can review the situation afterwards and talk with them and follow up and figure out what went wrong. With a computer, you can't really do that. You have to then troubleshoot and dig into it yourself to figure out what went wrong. You have to recreate the problem. With people, they can also troubleshoot on their own. If something goes wrong, they can use their brain to figure out what is the next best solution to the problem in the moment. A computer can't really do that. But whenever you have the people aspect, now you have human nature entering the chat. You've got people who can disagree with things. You can have people who can get distracted and do things that are unexpected because they got a text come through on their phone or whatever the situation is. So there are definitely pros and cons to both. And when you have people in the mix, you have to have a leader in place who can deal with people and who can understand how to communicate clearly, because communication is key whenever it comes to leading people. And so really, the argument can go both ways. Is it automation or is it people? I think the answer is do what you need to do as long as you are keeping people and giving opportunities to people as your forefront thing. So for example, whenever you're automating and whenever you're putting those cues in, have somebody right there with you who is learning how to do it with you. That way, whenever you're not there, you need to take a vacation or whatever, that person can then step in and do the thing that you were doing. Whenever you are leading a group of people, have another person who you are showing the ropes to, not of how to do the things, but of how to lead the people to do the things. If you always bring somebody beside you, then you're going to be replicating yourself. And as a leader in the production area, whether you're a worship leader or whatever, like that is going to be huge. Having somebody to show how to do the things you're doing, because you always want to be replicating yourself as a leader. Then you get to go on vacation, which is fantastic. So, thoughts on that?